Hi everybody, Sanibonani. Welcome to my channel Mdletshe, and on this channel says Kulumi reality shows to Ala Nzansi nama celebrities nama YouTubers. So if it's your first time joining me today, there is a subscribe button lang ezansi. Kanti ke futhi if you want to support the channel, there's a thanks button, there is a join button, and also there are adverts on this video. But again, do not forget to like this video. It helps the channel a lot, you guys. So listen, I want to do this part of the review of Makoti. Are you the one? I think now we are in episode 6, but I will talk a little bit about what happened in episode 5 but when it comes to Refiloe. Okay, so Refiloe had last week asked the in-laws. Okay, no. She did not. Okay, she needed to go because she does run a business, and I think it's a delivery business if I'm not mistaken. She runs a business, and she needed to go and do some urgent deliveries because some customers were not happy with the service that they delivered. Things were delivered, and it was not complete. Okay, the delivery was not complete. And I think that she said her drivers were off, and so she needed to go and handle it herself. So her man is calling her saying, listen, we have an issue here. You need to come and help me to sort it out, okay? Now, the mother-in-law was not there, but the father-in-law was there. So she ends up asking the father-in-law, okay, can I just go? Okay. The father-in-law is like, yeah, it was in trouble, but he ends up saying yes to them going. She goes to sort that out. So obviously, I mean, Agekemzin, you guys, she wears her jeans, I think, but she was wearing pants. She goes, she sorts it out. Also, it was just nice for her to be able to see her man because she hadn't seen her man in a while, which I wasn't aware that they're not supposed to be seeing them. Okay, I don't know why you're not supposed to see your partner, because when you go in Kotizaring, your partner is supposed to be right there. Konuzo should say Kotabantu bagin bang shupa yo. Mind uzokhuluma nobani. So she comes back, and the mother-in-law was not happy, you know, about the fact that at the hambile without her permission, which is ridiculous really, because they are all adults. Okay, they should be allowed to go wherever that they need to go. Refiloe is very patient. Yeah, I really think so, because even when that mother-in-law is being the most unreasonable, she still tries to be very respectful, and she still tries to do what she says, even though she doesn't understand why she has to do the things that she's being asked to do. Okay, so she does apologize when she comes back. The mother-in-law has an issue with the fact that she left, and she's trying to explain there was an emergency with work, and she has a problem with the fact that she's coming back with the pants, wearing pants. She's like, but you know, I was gonna change, and it's like, you should have changed already. And then she's like, but when would I change, because I just came through the door, you haven't even allowed me to go to the bedroom to change. That ridiculousness, you guys, that ridiculousness. Okay, fine. She ends up thinking, okay, let me just soften them by cooking a very nice meal. I think she cooked like pasta, which looked like really nice creamy pasta meal, and the mother-in-law was not happy with it. Guys, that pasta looked delicious just looking at it through the TV. Okay, I didn't need to taste it to know that it tastes good. Okay, so the father-in-law was really enjoying, because Baba is like, yo ngikhathele kabishi no puthu, yo I'm so tired of cabbage and no puthu. Okay. So he really was enjoying the meal. I think even the mother-in-law was enjoying the meal, but she didn't want to say what she's enjoying the meal. But the whole thing was just her trying to soften them up, you know, to say, okay, I'm sorry I did what I wasn't permitted to do, but I do run a business, and sometimes I do need to leave, you know, urgently to sort out some things. Okay. Refiloe has made it clear to say, you know what, there are two things that I'm not going to be able to sacrifice just because I'm going through this process. I'm not going to compromise on my business, because that is how I make a living, and I'm not going to compromise on my kids. I'm even surprised that she said yes to doing this whole thing, because like, honestly, how did she think it was going to work with her business and with her seeing her kids? Okay, so fine. They seem to be softened a bit, but the mother-in-law did not like the food, or she was pretending to not like the food. She's like, mina ngikuthanda ukudla okunjena, mina angizidli izinto ezinjena mina. Kusho ukuthi yena she prefers cabbage and uphuthu than the pasta that the pasta that had been cooked. I'm like, yo, hey, okay, fine. Here with the in-laws, there is a boy that I think is a brother to her fiance, okay, who doesn't want to do anything, and she keeps saying, listen, I'm not here for you, I'm not here to serve you, so you still need to do your chores, you still need to wash the dishes, you still need to do everything that you need to do, okay. At some point, the mother-in-law is trying to convince Refiloe to wash the boy's underwear. I'm like, what the hell is this? You washa nakama undervele kwashwa ngomshini, so what's the problem with you washing the underwear? Refiloe is like, I'm not touching nobody's underwear, okay. She ended up agreeing to put the underwear in the washing machine, which I wouldn't have done. I would not have done. Even my own kids wash their own underwear. I made sure that they learn as early as possible to wash their own underwear. Now imagine being Mzini and now that you are being told that you have to wash some boy's underwear, like anybody's underwear for that matter, okay. And so she said yes to putting it in the washing machine, but she said she wasn't gonna touch it, which really she's not supposed to do. Nobody's supposed to touch the other person's underwear, especially like wash it, okay. And then she does ask the mother-in-law, because she's feeling like she hasn't seen the kids in a while, and apparently the younger kid is really struggling and with her not being around, so she wants to go home ayobona ilokhuzana abantwana bakhe. Ugogo is all about uthe ufuna umendo, so how can ufuna umendo but fanele uyobona abantwana bayagula yini? I'm like, I don't understand a woman that wouldn't understand that another woman needs to go and see her kids, you know. Why do you need to explain to a woman that you need to go to see your kids? She's like, bayagula yini abantwana? I'm like, hayibo, kanti ma umama abantwana bakho babona ngoba begula kuphela, like you only see your kids when your kids are sick. What is that? You know, she's like, are they sick? If they are not sick, why do you need to go? You if you want to get married, then you must not go to the kids. You have to leave them behind, or you have to allow us to take the kids. And she's like, I'm not comfortable with that. I think if I was still getting to know the family too, and I wasn't sure if, you know, these are like good people that I want to spend the rest of my life associated with, I'm also not gonna bring my kids around them. And if you are not sure if people even like you, why would you want to bring your kids around those people? And so she says that, no, I'm not comfortable with my kids coming here, I just need to go and see them. So the mother's like, if you go, are you going to spend the night there? And she's like, no, I will go and I come back. And she says, no, I'll speak to my husband and see what he, you know, what does she say, give us some time, because she wanted to go the following day, okay. Fine. So the following day, after she does the washing, anega, and then the mother-in-law is complaining that the washing negwe gabi. Hey, who guys? Washing how did you? Why did you hlanganisa the washing? You are supposed to separate the washing. She asked them, okay, what's the verdict? Because I need to go see my kids today. She does say in the diary session, you know what, that day it was a do or die. It was like, if they say no, I'm still gonna go, then it was just gonna be me being done with this process, because I needed to see my kids. So whether they said yes or no that day, I was going to see my kids, which I think really that's an attitude that any mother should have. If you need to see your kids, go and see your kids. No other woman should be able to tell you yes or no to you seeing your kids, okay. So the father-in-law at some point was being difficult, saying she was asking while she was standing, why did she not kneel down? Yeah, you guys, you yes, being a woman, hey, you yes, it isn't that women are required to do in life, you know. I'm like, she was hanging the washing and they were there sitting there. Now while she finished hanging the washing, now she must kneel down and ask to go to her own home and go and see her own kids. They expect her to now. I'm like, huh? Anyway, I think they saw this one today. Even if we say no, she's going to go, because the father-in-law ends up saying no, it's okay. And the minute they said okay, she went in the house. I think the bag was already packed, got in the car, and she left like immediately. Okay, I think the biggest issue that Refiloe is saying is that no matter how much she tries with the mother-in-law, it's like the mother-in-law wants to go against everything that she says, and she doesn't feel like it has to be that way. I also feel like that because Refiloe is very patient, she's very respectful, even when she understands something, but she's not going to speak to you disrespectfully. I really think she's a good Makoti. Like, I would be happy with that Makoti, you guys, being a mother-in-law. But it's like a mother-in-law because she believes she has to be in conflict with Umakoti. Whatever Umakoti says, she has to say something different. If she's doing something, she has to find something wrong with what she's doing. I'm like, why is it necessary? And that's the issue that Refiloe is having. So why do we have to fight about everything? We could just talk calmly, and sometimes we can agree, sometimes we might not agree, but there's no need to make sure that every single thing that I do, you find something wrong with it. Everything that I say, you find something wrong with it. You want to say something different from what I'm saying. I also don't understand that when it comes to the in-laws. Sometimes it seems like whatever Makoti does, they will have to find something wrong with it, and there is no support for Makoti. There is no positivity when it comes to Makoti. Everything has to be wrong. She's not trained well. She's not respectful. Akna mercy, akna grace when it comes to Makoti. I don't get it. I don't get that. Especially like with all the women that have gone through Umendo as well, and were treated a certain way. Why do you want to do that to another woman? I don't get it. I know I say it all the time, but I don't, you guys. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Is Mamezala really just acting for the show, or do you think she is like that, like in real life? Like, honestly, you guys. And also, you guys, would you go emendweni if you're not supposed to see your kid? If they said emendweni, like you're not supposed to see your kids, or you are supposed to ask for permission to see your kids, would you go to that mend or to Kotiza? Okay, anyway, you guys, that's all that I wanted to talk about when it comes to Refiloe. Please like the video before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.